be doing a review of Reincarnated. Now, Reincarnated is a great card drafting, set collection, point stat game where you're trying to collect different beings, which are plants and animals, and you're trying to get the most points on your life purpose card, while also being the first one to go into the human form. So we're going to get straight into a review.
Okay, so this is a phenomenal game. We really love this game. It's one of our new favorites. It's unique in its own right because it has mechanics, combination, things that a lot of games that we've played do not have in this level. It's very unique, and so we really enjoyed it. So we're just going to jump right into the review. So what did you think about the rules?
I would give the rules a 5 out of 5. We had no questions at all. We really had no questions at all. Most of the cards were really clear. It's a really good player aid. It has all the names of the icons, and on the back it gives you a quick turn order. There was like one card, the Dragonfly, where it tells you may gain control of a mosquito, and all the other cards do the ability say if it is in the bean pool, you may gain control of it. So we're not sure if we can go through the deck and gain it, but that may be a typo because this is a first edition. But apart from that, all the rules are really clear.
So I would give it 5 out of 5 as well. Phenomenal rules in the rule book. It's very clear. It has contents. It also has card types, game setup, gameplay continued. And so it has everything. The FAQ does not dive into that question. And like he stated, it's the first edition. That could have been a typo, or it just needs to be clarified more on the card. That if you collect it either from the bean pool or you collect it from the I forget what these are, the
beans.
Yeah, the beans. Because pretty much the bean deck, because pretty much we didn't know if it's from the bean pool or the bean deck, if it has to be in that order, or if that's the word that card mechanics works. So 5 out of 5. And the rules, what did you think about the components?
I would give the components a 5 out of 5. I really like the artwork of this game, how it has everything. It's really clear, actually. I also like how it says the card names, the icons, and the text is really easy to read. There's like the icons are really big, and the text over here is really easy to read. It's not too small. And the cards don't really bend that easy, as you can see. They don't really bend. Because I also like how they're easy to pick up. One thing I actually will say, though, is that the first couple of times you play this game, some of the cards stick together. Once you play the game more, they won't stick together as much. But when you start playing the game, these cards kind of stick together, and it's sometimes hard to grab them. But apart from that, the components are really great.
Okay. So I would give it like a 4.5 out of 5 on the components. Phenomenal components. The cards are really nice, illustrated, vibrant, really unique. The icons are easy to see. The font's easy to read. I feel that the card quality could be a little better because it does bend just slightly, and so you just don't want to. You can't shuffle this deck, I would say, because if you shuffle it, you're gonna have a hard time putting it back. So you're gonna have to just go front, back, middle, but just for that aspect. Also, as he stated, when you first get the cards, they do kind of stick a little, so you just got to separate for the first couple playthroughs. But I really like the insert, how it's illustrated in the inside. Also, the illustration that is in the back of the front cover.
Yeah, it's really cool. I like all the animals there.
So, just phenomenal components. Just wish the card quality was just a little bit higher, so you could actually shuffle and not worry about the bending or it being bent to the point where it doesn't bend back. So 4.5 out of 5 in the components. What did you think about the experience?
I'll give the experience 5 out of 5. We had no problem with the experience. Nothing was frustrating, and we had no problems with anything. Everything was clear, and I really liked the flow of the game. I'll go more into that in the mechanics, but I like how you choose from this pool of 8 cards, and all the cards do a lot of different things. There's several that let you look at any life purpose card, but apart from that, all the cards do completely different things, and a lot of the cards combo together. Like, for example, like for the crocodile, if the fence is in the bean pool, you may gain control of it. So let's say I took the crocodile, I would also get the fence, and that's actually a huge advantage in the game, having those two already. And that's just one of the possible combos. There's lots of different combos. Some of the cards actually let you steal them. There was one that let you, like, if someone had the mouse, you could steal from them, and that was pretty cool because I took the mouse from him one time.
Yeah, so I would give 5 out of 5 as an experience. I really like this game. The card combination is phenomenal. They're so unique, and there's so many different things that we haven't seen in other card games, like the karma cards, how they allow you to either kill one of your opponent's cards or revive them. The karma cards, there's so many different types. And the beans, I don't think there's any of them that are the same. They're all different. So and each one does different things, or they combine where you're able to obtain like the, whatever it's connected to, or, it has many different mechanics to it. The progression is phenomenal, easy to set up. It takes like 5 minutes to set up. Just really enjoyed this game. 5 out of 5 in the experience. What did you think about the mechanics of the game?
I'll give the mechanics a 4.8 out of 5. I really like the mechanics, and I like the cards of how I really like the life purpose card because you can't see it at the beginning. Because when you get this card, there's only certain cards that you look at it, and it's kind of a mystery. And all of our cards do different things. I would say the game is fairly balanced.
Yeah.
However, I would say if there was one life purpose card, I would say it was pretty good. It was like if you had all types of you had a plant, insect, marine, reptile, amphibian, bird, mammal, and human. Had all of them, and your opponent had one. Those were both different in the same card, and both of them were worth 14 points. So you could kind of get, if the game lasted long enough, you could get easy 28 points. But if the game ends fairly quick, it's pretty balanced because there's some cards that let you like do a lot of things. Like for example, if I had a lot of marine animals, I could get 4 points for each one. If I had 5 of them, I could actually get 20 points off of that, which is actually a lot of points in this game. So I also like I do like the karma cards. I like how all of them do different things. Some of them let you kill the animals, or you can actually bring them back. And there's also certain things like this one, stop either change destiny, void death or rebirth card from being played against you. So you can kind of if someone plays something on you, you can kind of counteract it. There's lots of take that and player interaction with this game, and it's something that I really like from a lot of board games. And I also like how you're kind of evolving and you're trying to get to the human form, but you don't want to get to it too fast because then you might lose a lot of points. That's the mistake Anthony made, is that I would say on turn 10, he instantly turned into human form and he didn't even know what his life purpose card was. So he really didn't know what he was going into there. So you kind of want to hold out, but if you wait too long, someone can get the 5 points and win from you. So overall, lots of mechanics, very unique. I would like to see a lot of games implement some of these cool mechanics that we've never seen before, and it's a really great game.
Okay, so I would give the mechanics a 5 out of 5. Really like the mechanics, like the karma cards that you're able to obtain, dependent on what cards you pick up through your evolution. So if you evolve from this is like your starter being. If you evolve from this to a bird, pretty much you are only able to obtain one karma card. So if you evolve to a bird, or if you evolve to a mammal, you're able to obtain 2 karma cards. It depends what you evolve into. If you evolve from a plant to another plant, you don't get a karma card. So that's a pretty cool mechanics aspect to the game. There's also, like he said, the player interaction is phenomenal in this game because it's literally a battle of going back and forth. Even with 3 players, you're attacking your opponents constantly, you're defending, and with the comic cards, you're able to defend a lot. You're also able to mitigate any damage or anything that pretty much because you're able to revive.
Yeah.
And pretty much the life, I forget what life purpose cards are phenomenal. You can get points for also if your opponent kills your characters a lot, you might not want to revive them because you get points for them. Quinn had one that gave 4 points. So
for each dead one?
Yeah, so if we killed all his cards, he would have done extremely well.
I had 16 cards.
Yeah.
That would be 100 points.
Yeah. So, and then this one has, if you have 2 or fewer karma cards in your hand, you get 12 points. And then also control either the dragonfly or the elk, and you get 12 points. So if you know your life purpose, you can score quite a bit of points throughout the game. And so pretty much what you're doing is you're just evolving your starter being, you're picking out from the bean pool, you're obtaining common cards depending on what cards you choose, and then the end game is the human form, which you get 5 points. You can only end the game if you have 5 beings alive in your tableau. And so just a phenomenal game. Really enjoyed it. The mechanics is definitely something new that we have not experienced. So 5 out of 5.
There's one thing I didn't mention is it's also kind of there's a lot of things you can do at the end of the game. Like if you're the last player or you're the player after the player gets the human form, because you can kind of sabotage your opponent and disable some of their cards and save them to the very end. There's lots of ways you can kind of ruin your opponent's plans at the end.
Yeah, because you can use multiple comic cards if you need to. So yeah, just really cool. Pretty much battling game. So what did you think about replayability?
I would give the replayability a 5 out of 5. So many different cards, so many different life purpose cards. There's so many, between the karma cards, the life purpose cards, and the being cards, I would say it would take about 10 games to go through all of them.
I'm guessing 20 or 30.
Yeah. It would take a while to go through all the cards because there's so many of them.
Because all the cards are different. None of them are the same.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there is a lot of different, especially the life purpose card, especially since you only get if 3 players only get 3 of them, so it would take a while to go through all of those. And they're all different. They all score completely differently, and the replayability on this game is a strong point. That's the thing that a lot of card games, normally with these card games, sometimes they don't have high replayability, but with this one, it's so much replayability, you always want to keep coming back to it. I could definitely see us playing this game again. This is definitely a game that, if you like high replayability games, then this is definitely one, because it would not take a while to get bored of it.
So I would give this a 5
it would take a while to get bored of it.
So this is a 5 out of 5 for me. High replayability. Every card is different. The bean pool, the karma cards, there are some similarities, but I think there's maybe 2 or 3 of the same type of cards. But if you have this huge pool of karma cards that you'll be picking up from. The life purpose cards, they're all different, and the way you score in the game, there's a lot of card combinations and different ways to figure out how you go about your next game. If they came out with expansion, wow, this definitely is a game to get. I mean, this is one of the best card battling games you'll find. It plays well at 3 players. It plays well at 2 players. This just is a phenomenal game. I think if you play at more players, it just won't matter because it just plays extremely well at any player count.
Yeah.
And love the design, love the theme. How you're incarnated into something else, and you're evolving, and your evolution goes back sometimes or goes forward. So just the whole concept of the game is just phenomenal. The progression works very well. Set time, tear down time is really good. Everything I like about gaming is presented in this game. So 5 out of 5 replayability. What do you think overall total?
I would give this game a 4.5 out of 5. 9.4 out of 10. This is an amazing board game. It's basically everything I like in a board game, and then some. There's like so much that you can do in this game, and all the different player actions. Because there's so many different cards. And this game is already like a lot of cards in this game. Like it's already fun. Like this, I would say there's more cards than some games that have like 2 or 3 expansions.
Yeah.
Like there's so many different cards. It would take a long time to get through them. Like I said, it would take a long time to get bored of this game. And overall, this is definitely a very unique game. There's not a game that we've played like it, is there?
No.
Yeah, it's very unique, and it's definitely something that we were very happy to play. As soon as we unboxed this game, we knew we would like this game, judging by the amount of cards there were, and the cool amount of cards, like how they all did different things. So, yeah.
Okay, I would give it 4.9 out of 5 and 9.5 out of 10. I really like this game. I can only see this going up as we play it more and more. I can't see it going down.
Yeah.
Especially if they come out with expansions. Wow, this is a phenomenal game. I've card battling and those type of games. This definitely would be probably in the top 5. There are so many good ones. I think that this is one that definitely needs to. If people who enjoy those type of games, if they're presented with this game, I think that this will be in their top 5, top 4, top 3, maybe they're even their number 1. And I can see this going up as we play more and more. But we have so many card games. This is definitely the one that stands out from the other ones. It has a unique mechanism and combination that all the other ones we have experienced. It's different. A lot of the other ones kind of work and use some of the other mechanisms from other card games, and so they're similar, but they stand out in themselves. This one stands out because it's unique, and so just phenomenal game. Really enjoyed it.
Is this their only board game?
Yeah, this is our only thing that the only game they've developed so far. So
we are really excited to see what other board games they come out with, because this is definitely, like, as a first board game, this is definitely a great start.
Yeah, for it to be so well balanced, unique illustration, like they've spent the time, they've definitely dived in to make a special game, a game that people are going to enjoy, keep, play, suggest to other, friends, families. This is like truly a game that I could see the masses truly enjoying, and the more and more people experience this, I mean, it might be a slow burn because there's not that many people that I don't think played it. Guess I haven't seen that many reviews, but I think the more and more people play it, wow, this is gonna be one of their games that they're gonna play a lot and just keep coming back to.
Yeah, it's simple too. It's not really complex, and it's a game that you could easily play. Like anyone could learn this game.
Yeah.
There's not really like this game. It's like simple enough to where like anyone can get it, but like it has enough actions. Definitely has a lot of different actions that keep like board gamers who've played like hundreds of board games really interested in the game.
Yeah, there's plenty of meat in this game that you will definitely be able to dive into and have fun for beginner gamers, gamers that have hundreds of games. Yeah, this is a good game. And so if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Social media is down below in the description. We're going to have the link where to buy the game. And we'll see you in the next video.